Selamunaleyküm arkadaşlar. Hepiniz hoş geldiniz. Kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Hadi bakalım. Bu arada videolarda artık fazla konuşmayacağım. Sadece girişimizi yapıp bitireceğim. Kusura bakmayın yani.
Oh! Move it!
Just a bit more and I'll drop this job.
Think I pissed me trans.
Fucking hey, Oz! Slapping
One
new
drink,
rice
all I had.
tits. You're a bigger rat picker than me.
Eternal fire.
I'll never come back, you stinking... Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth. Get out in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't gone more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
With pleasure.
Oh, I can use a pint.
Keep it together, lads.
Gotta get around him.
Yeah.
Mistake.
They killed him.
That's it. You're in for it. Plowing fruit.
Reminds me of a piece of floor. Heh?
Yeah, almost like we never left Bergen.
Drop it. We're leaving.
Leg it.
I'm pleased. That went well. Now we can greet each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
It's about Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. I just barely returned, as you saw. I'm expecting to come home to a hot like a boar and some cold ale, and what do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Haven't a clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
This the loot he got from the elves of Dolblathana.
Aye. Must have been in a great rush to leave it behind.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like Dandelion.
The faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant Julian Alfred Pancratz, Viscount de Letenove, the title of Master of the Seven Liberal Arts.
Keep forgetting he's got that damn full name.
Annual balladry contest. Silver laurel awarded to Master Dandelion.
Prince Hereward himself did the honours, and the feast afterwards, to celebrate the laureates. Dandelion taught a swine to yodel, and I... another time.
Hmm. 10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for. It's his planner.
Huh. Dandelion and planning? Good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually, in the past, sometimes not even that.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late, the dog.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Suit you?
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Nerede bu kitaplar? Tabii ön çizimi de değil. Dandelion yazması. Bunu bulabilir. Şu aşağıdan başlayak. Dandelion. Nerede bu görev kitapları diyorsun da? Bakalım. Lan niye yok? Tamam da ajandası nerede? Allah Allah. Dur. Senden mi istiyor bu mu acaba? Heh, kitaplar buradaymış, tamam. Sandalyenin azından roz var. At ve kırmızı tonundan sunan bir gül gibi. Güzel roza kaptırır kendini bayat şakalara. Nezaket derslerinden kaçar için. Cesini çeviklikle savurmak için. Wildorf'ta büyüleyici bahçeyle çevrili villa. Allah seni demin aşağı doğru akayım dedim. Molly'e yazmış. İpek ve dantelin dokunuşunu iyi bilse de afeti devran, şehvetin kucağı onu sarmaladığından çekilmez samandan. Wildorf morgun yanındaki villa. Vespula. Hiçbir macera kaçmaz ondan, ürkek gibi görünse de. Bana sorduğunda yüreğim erir, çökeyim mi dizlerimin üzerine. Kucaklar Ontar'ın ağzının yakınındaki çamaşırhane. Marabella. Kapalı kapılar ardında haykırışları bir harika olsa da sahne alındığında viyaklamaları boğulur horultular arasında. Kırıntılar yoksul meydanı yakını. Elihal. Nadir bulunur bir endam. Tabiatı çifttir. Gözlerinin içine iyice bak. Yoksa seni aptala çevirir. Tabakhanenin karşısında terzi dükkanı.
Still here? Looking for something?
Just checking to see that everything's in place. Buggers might have hauled something off the morning.
Actually, glad you're still here. Wanted to ask you about someone.
Hepsini soracağız.
Though well she knows the touch of silken lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust's embrace.
Molly keeps things tidy for the Baroness Lavalette.
A baroness within reach and he's settled for a chambermaid?
Dandelion's not one to judge folk by their station. You know that. Like he says, in the alcove, we're all equals.
Yeah. Guess a true poet observes life in all its aspects, examines it from all perspectives. If I didn't know him better, I'd say he was jealous about this Marabella.
Oh, I doubt it. Former pupil. And well, the tales he told me about her.
Doubt I want to hear them.
Probably better off not. Things between them took a turn for the strange at some point.
Meaning?
She had him wearing mummers' costumes. Took to calling him Christian, referring to herself as Anastasia.
Huh. Truly perverse.
She didn't ken half of it. Called him a stallion once. That's the fool took it as a compliment, till she pulled a bit in the reins into her cupboard. Poor bastard fled out the window.
Vespula. Name rings a bell. She threw his knickers out the window.
That's her.
Hollered something about him being a scoundrel with a voice like a consumptive pheasant.
That's her.
Threw flower pots at him.
Guess soul flames never die.
Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humor's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility, to swing her dwarf with agility. Dwarf. Never suspected he'd be so humble.
Dwarfs what Rosa var Atre named her Guihir. Well chosen, eh? Her dad's a Novgardian aristocrat of the Imperial Legation. Commissioned Dandelion to tutor Rosa and her sister in the art of rhetoric. But we, Rosa, preferred swordplay.
How dare she reject the great bard in favor of a common swordmaster?
More than one, it seems. Week on week, we get fresh gossip about her thrashing another instructor. So bad he resigns. Word has it her dad's now looking to hire her next victim. I mean, instructor.
A figure most rare, her nature dual. Look deep in her eyes or be made a fool. Well, well, seems fascinated with this one.
Not without reason. Never been much for elven women myself, but this one's exceptional. Dare say Francesca Finderbeard be jealous.
You want to take this one, then?
Nah, you can have her.
Why?
See, elven beauty's like a young Beauclair wine, whereas I prefer vodka straight up.
Well, you know about all I wanted to know. Thanks for your help.
Şimdi hepsiyle tek tek konuşacağız mecbur. Hadi gidelim. Dandelion denilen vatandaşı
For
bulabilir.
you know neither the day nor the hour.
Junior claims you agree.
I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
Ne vuruyorsun lan kıza?
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What you hoping for? A knight in shining armor?
Yani geldim.
Close enough.
Yani.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Asın gidin lan burada.
Go. Now.
Now listen. You might have 2 swords, but there's 4 of us.
Umurumda değil.
Yeah. 4 men collecting tribute from one washerwoman. Don't think I have much to fear.
Best think again.
Now!
Gel. Ben bakıyorum.
Covered in blood, all of it. So much work for naught.
No need to thank me. It was nothing.
Sorry. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful, but everything I had, I just lost.
Don't know if you remember. We've met.
I don't... Wait. Wait, I know you. You're that witcher I near clobbered with a vase when... Well...
When you kicked Dandelion out. Through the balcony. Actually, he's the reason I'm here. Know where he is?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
This woman he was with in the harbour. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Covere. Ha! Horvere, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
Şuradaki loot alalım.
Made no more last month than I made in a week this time last year.
Everybody's skimping. There's a war on, folk don't spend coin on new clothes.
That's fool talk. War or no war, the rich are...
Atacağız zaten. Oy, bu ne? Hadi şunu salla mesela bir kere. Oy, bu neymiş? Evet, şey. Daha iyi. Yani şey, dur bir dakika.
Under finery.
Then why are they not giving me anything to sew?
Because new fashions have come. Where your stuff's selling.
Move it.
Kiss Rex.
Oh.
Welcome, welcome. Do come in.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elial.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You Elial?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Elial was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here. Any better?
So you're...
Elial.
Senin cibiliyetine
Did you and Dandelion... I mean... How did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
Var gerisini hiç bilmesem daha iyi olur.
Don't think I want to know what happened next.
Oh, stop. He wasn't so drunk as not to figure it out. Besides, men don't interest me. I told him that from the start. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button reaffixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He ask about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, ooh, the goings-on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
I know this is none of my business, but why do you...
Why do I dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom. Have you never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment? Must be horribly boring being a witcher all the time.
I managed to stay interested.
Teşekkür ederim ama görüşürüz.
Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
Bir daha umarım hiçbir zaman görmem.
All the thumbs today.
Böyle yapalım. Az kaldı 11 oluruz burada.
Go, go.
Hızlı koşsa ne var ya?
Of all places, why did that mage have to blow himself up in my alley?
Come closer, don't be shy. You'll find I've everything.
Humans. Ah! Oi there!
Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
Sorry, can't wait. Hear about Dandelion. I'm Geralt, and I'm...
Geralt? I know you. Fine. If you're eager to join in the lesson, you're welcome to. Children, sadly the Ratcatcher has a fever today, but in his stead, we're honoured to welcome a Witcher, who will now tell us about his trade.
But...
Yeah. This is grand!
You shan't disappoint them, will you? So, who would like to ask the first question?
Me! What's it mean that witches are lecturers?
You shouldn't listen to everything people say about...
It means they go to sleep early.
Oh! So that's why Mum went to tuck that witcher in.
Children, what's the meaning of this? Next question.
Is it true witches kill kings?
Yani biz
No,
sadece
it's
canavar
not true.
öldürüyoruz yani.
He's a liar.
He ain't a liar. Witches don't lie.
They can lie because they're not knights. When you gotta kill a dragon, you summon a knight. But if there's a zoogling in the trash heap, the knight won't want to go, so you gotta call a witcher.
Enough! That is all for today. Gather your things and I shall see you in the morning. Bid farewell to Master Geralt.
It's great you came. Oh, I'd have rather had the Ratcatcher.
Yani öldürmem mi gerekiyordu yani?
So please do tell me, why are you here?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh yes, longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No, we perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
Found a poem Dandelion wrote about you. Portrayed you as an unusually talented individual.
Really? Did he mention my poetry? Horses have always fascinated me. I've always longed to extol their noble beauty. Did you see any of my work at Dandelions? Mere exercises, true, but I'd be curious to know what you thought of them.
No. Didn't see any.
Gee up! The snakely whip rose skyward. Jee-haw! Crack! She reined the beast in. The stallion danced betwixt her thighs. Lather bathed its chinny chin.
Sorry, don't know much about poetry. See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Teşekkür ederim.
Thanks for your help.
Senden de bilgi alamadık.
Must be a witcheress. Got a monster under my bed.
I'm Fred, please, little folk.
Nay, not like that. Draw it out more.
Neyse biz en iyisi düzgün yoldan gidelim.
What different?
You know, subliminal message.
Hadi canım.
This Baronet's La Vallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Bak kes sesini ki kritikini kesmeyeyim.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. but for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa Lavalette. An Imperial General and a Witcher meet, and know each other. Surprising.
We've met before.
And how? Imagine this, Louisa. The Emperor desired a chat with the Witcher. I, too, was fortunate enough to meet him then.
So Geralt of Rivia now works for Emperor Emir. Interesting. Has Var Emry sent you to rid Novigrad of monsters?
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Think I can find my own way to the Vegelbud home.
Very well. Perhaps I can convince you to join me later at the races. I shall keep an eye out for you.
Uğraşamam onunla. Direkt konuya dalalım ki hikayemiz uzun olmasın. Dur ya bir dakika. Bununla da konuşalım.
Driving it slipping as quick as a tomcat, scrambled out the hole in the back wall.
Sounds like you might have been an acrobat.
Bunun bir girişi var mı ya?
How do you find Novigrad? Does it suit you?
Neyse herhalde mecbur o 1000 adımlık yere gideceğiz yani. Ve girmenin bir yolu yok yani, giremiyorum.
That's it, Roach.
Döneceksin. Atla merdivenden inmek. Müthiş. İlla indireceğim beni ya. Biraz ilerleyip de bari gelir o. İlla bir yere çıkak da şu atı çağırak tekrar ya.
Must have broken many. Hey now!
Bu at var ya beni öldürecek ya.
From now on, assume your every move's observed. You flee to Maria too?
Novigrad's full of skinflints. Skinflints riding skinflints to skin other skinflints.
May they rot in shallow graves, the whole family.
Oi!
Another drifter in from Temeria.
Soothing. The scent of the...
We meet again, Witcher.
Yeah, managed to get here. Truth be told, hard to miss an estate this grand.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion from Vol.
Grey's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's on the black stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General. Is Molly a horse?
Pardon?
I did come here to see Molly, after all.
Patience, Witcher. She ought to arrive soon. I asked Molly to join us as soon as she was done with her chores. She shouldn't be long now.
All depends what you asked her to do, milady. But I don't really have a choice.
Ha, Ramla. Ha. Başına bir şey gelmez.
Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say?
Hayır ya, gözünü seveyim yarış uğraşmayalım.
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle, made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Hadi yarışak
Why
ya.
not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which steed do you choose, Witcher?
Birini ya. Şunu alak yani hangisinin ne olduğunu.
The grey mare looks nimble. Besides, knew a man named Cahir once. I'll go with her.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
In that case, I shall try my luck on the Zerrikanian Bay. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
Tamam yarışak. O eğer için alacağım yani, yoksa umurumda değil, ata iyi gider.
Riders ready.
Ay senin ya.
Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of.
Ne oldu lan yegenler? Biraz yavaşlatalım ya. Ayıp olmasın. Ulan geriden geliyorsunuz madem. Şey yapmayalım. Atın dayanıklılığı şey olmasın. Önemli biliyorsunuz.
Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of.
Direkt kazanmak istiyorum yalnız. Hatta ne şey gidiyor be.
Don't spare the horse.
Mecbur böyle yapmak lazım. O at zaten yavaşlayacak büyük ihtimalle. Hadi oğlum. Ne yapalım? O kadar da yavaşladım yani ha. Ver o yere
What a
bakalım.
thrill! A beautiful victory!
Thanks.
For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations.
Ne demek?
That is yours.
Eyvallah.
Now, could I talk to your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
İyi oldu. Az kaldı daha o seviyeyi tamamlamamıza da. Hop gel bakalım.
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelions rescued time and time again.
Öyle diye.
That's right. Except it's the other way around. I'm always saving him.
Mean to say it weren't Dandelion saved you in Flotsam by severing your noose with an arrow from 100 paces?
What? Dandelion couldn't... Never mind. Any idea where our master archer might be at the moment?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine? But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Of course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon.
Büyük yalan atmış bence buna da.
Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister?
Sure he does. Saw him himself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I asked Dandelion when we visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait. Before you go, I've got a request.
Nedir?
Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks. And good luck to you on your search.
Hadi. Ha, şu ileride.
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Yani olur.
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go.
Bekletti ya bizi.
And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
Just this morning, my Greta came back from the market with news. Some mysterious murders happening in some house.
Buraya girmenin yine bulması lazım.
Fallen in love with her. Only unwavering something to power this place.
Keep your distance.
Narkon şey yapmayacak ama muhafız uyuyor ne abi?
What do you want?
Böyle dersek daha iyi olur belki.
Rosavar Atra's expecting me. Supposed to give her lessons in swordplay.
Come with me. Miss Rosa awaits.
Doğruyu söylemektense. Beni mecbur öyle kalacağız yani. Tamam devam hadi. Hadi reis.
You realise what you've gotten yourself into?
Hope so too.
Miss Rosa's got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she... Grab a wooden one. And take care not to hurt the little miss. You'll learn the ambassador's ire.
Alırız onu da. İyi anahtar. Bulmasız anahtar nerede? Gerek yok ya. Ya şaptalim. Ha. Tamam ben dedim anahtar.
Follow me.
Geç hadi. Geç yürü hadi yürü. İlla sen açacaksın aslında. Görmek istiyorum desem büyük ihtimalle izin vermeyebilirlerdi. Daha iyi oldu.
You're my new instructor. Well, well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time.
Ama dikkat et.
Good to start with. I must know your worth.
Yazık ya kızım. Ne? Aa, üstünü değiştirdi. Güzel. Umarım üstü tekrar giyinen oynamasız. Sen nasıl bir kızsın lan? Hayır kusura bakma ben böyleyim. İster inan, ister inanma. Ve burada.
Damn it! Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
I'm a witcher. I'm looking...
A witcher? That's splendid. I always wanted to
sanki
meet
bizi
a witcher.
bekliyormuş.
This is
Aa,
so
tanışmak için.
exciting.
Incredibly. But we ought to discuss that another time. Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship?
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch. Ratted! You're quick!
Durdu ben çok hızlı alamadım. Hızımı alamadım. Rövanş beni ilgilendirmiyor. Döverim ha. Hiçbir kızı dövdürtme bana. Bu kenarda böyle döverim ya. Tahta kılıç kırılacak birazdan.
Damn it! Well, if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Sorry, gotta say no. Schedule's packed just now.
As you wish. What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna Va'Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yoruga.
Bununla övünüyor ya.
Wait a minute. Mean to say Dandelion mixed you two up?
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Dandelion act any different lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored, she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna! What? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or Trebaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course.
This woman. Not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her melodious Kaviri accent. Makes sense. He referred to her as Calonetta a few times. Bizarre names are common in Kavir.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this Calonetta.
Yok, gitmeliyim desek daha
Been
iyi.
a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you.
Yok sağ ol, ben almayayım. Önemli işlerim var. Kızımı bulacağım.
Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Yok aman ha.
Sorry, Rosa. Afraid I can't at the moment.
Farewell then. Oh, payment for your time.
Oo eyvallah. Teşekkür ederim. Para iyi geldi ha. Para lazımdı. Şu şeyi, kıyafeti değiştirmek isterim ama maalesef ki zırh olarak güzel yani. Oh. Az kaldı 11 ha. 12 olursa şu kılıcı kullanacağım da onun için. Kılıç 193'e 237 hasar veriyor. Da 139'a 171 hasar veriyor ama daha iyi yani. Bir dakika, bir şey diyeceğim. Bu 26 18 dur lan, şunu atalım. Takalım. Atalım lan. Onun üstündekini de söker şey yaparız. Takarız. Bulursak da iyi olur yani tabi.
Faster.
Ulan. Ya abi.
Nothing hurts as much as lost.
Sırf şu kızlarla ya da kendini kız gibi giydiren adamlarla konuşmamız iyi oldu yani bunlarla. Seviyemiz bakımından çok güzel oldu. 12 oldum mu iş bitecek yani. Ne oluyor oğlum? Sıkıntılı mısınız? En az 12 olursak keyifli olur yani. Selamunaleyküm.
Monsieur Zoltan, you old bird. What's this? Ah, you're back. You met Poppy? If you want to start talking any
Ana ne
day.
güzelmiş bu. O nerede? Bu soracağım ya.
That Field Marshal Duda's replacement? The Marshal was a parrot, you do remember, right? Where'd you get her?
At auction. Some mage's estate went under the hammer. Witch hunters and the Eternal Fire joined forces, staked out his place and rounded the sorry sap up, put his things up for sale. Happened to be passing by and saw this out. Came with their own cage.
How could you resist?
Could they? 'Tweren't possible. Ah, but dandelions what matters now. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
Önce sen söyle.
Tell me what you've got first.
A few bruises and a torn doublet. Otherwise, no much a note. He wasn't staying with any of them. Not seen hiding or hair of him in ages. All I learned was a few of Dandelion's pickup lines of dubious worth.
Think I might have something better.
What are you waiting for? Let's have at it.
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberitz, apparently, named Kalinetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Who's this Priscilla?
A Troberitz, like you said. Quite popular of late. Picks up Dandelion with a pair of tits and you've got the general idea.
Interesting image. So how'd Dandelion handle meeting his female double?
I think he fell in love.
What can I say? Could be he finally met his match.
She's his match, all right. Maybe more. Laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works for the Mummers troupe. Reynard and the Foxen. Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
Yani bir görev için uğraştığımız işe bakar mısınız?
I met you, mate, back there at Loch Marine.
Washed your hair lately?
What am I to do now?
Like dung that flows to the sewers, so the worst scum flows into Novigrad. Sorceresses, their debauchery putting horns...
Here already. Come on, let's find some arse rests. Should start soon.
These scars long have yearned for your tender caress, to bind our fortunes. Damn what the stars own. Rend my heart open, then your love profess, a winding, weaving fate to which we both atone. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, very star lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. The wolf I will follow into the storm, to find your heart, its passion displaced by our ever-growing, hardening into stone, amidst the cold to hold you in a heated embrace. You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted stormy,
O şey güzel de ona gülüyor.
eyes glistening as you weep. I know not if fate would have us live as one, or if by love's blind chance we've been bound. The wish I whispered when it all began, did it forge a love you might never have found? You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep.
Herhalde ne yalan söyleyeyim.
I know him!
Ne olmuş lan insan?
'Twas him murdered some Temerian boys back at White Orchard.
Silence, woman. We've come to hear music.
Susun lan.
A murderer? There's a war on. Some die.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere.
Lütfen ya, yeter.
Squabbles and rows again. And I was told this was a decent establishment.
If I know Geralt, he risked his noggin to save someone else's arse.
Save, you say? He murdered folk.
Don't let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come.
Ne demek? Bu vırıklilerin yanında durmaktansa.
I wish to listen to music. Music.
Music.
Cultural capital of the world? The fuck it is.
Kadın çenesini kapatmadı. Sağ olsun.
Permit me to introduce this here's Priscilla, known also as Calinetta, as lovely as she is talented. And this
is Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath. Don't be surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say, sorceresses.
Seems Dandelion was meticulous in telling my story, down to personal and insignificant details. Did he offer anything about himself, like where he was going?
Splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later.
Ne ya ablacım sen?
Come with me.
Tamam. Bir mevzu varmış. İyi, güzel.
There a reason for all this sneaking around?
An excellent one. When last I saw Dandelion, he told me he was planning a heist. Siggy Reuven's vault.
Sheeped up.
And I've not seen him since.
Dandelion breaking into a vault. I'd sooner expect him to choose a life of celibacy.
True. Forgot to pay for his way into Passaflora once. And laid awake the next 3 nights worrying about it.
Any idea what got into him? He have debts he needed to pay off?
Claimed he was helping someone. Urgent matter that couldn't wait, he said.
This someone, Dandelion mentioned their name?
No. But if I know Dandelion, it's her name he failed to mention. As he failed to mention her slender waist and ample bosom.
Reuven. What's he like?
Tall, fat, dangerous as hell.
Limp in his gait. Left leg.
Sounds like a lame rock troll.
If trolls were devilishly intelligent and had a flair for crime, yeah, I'd agree.
Let me guess. Attempted heist was a failure.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere, but it seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Whoreson Jr.'s lair. Then Whoreson's men chased him all over town.
Whoreson Jr. Doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad. Not literally, but...
Got it. You're not a fan. But what did he do to you?
Try the whole town. He's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being Siggy Reuven, Carlo the Cleaver Varese, and the King of Beggars.
The rascal. At least he didn't cross the church as well. Bring that venerable institution into it. We'd be in deep then.
Here I go again, rushing to Dandelion's rescue. He ought to pay me a salary.
Whoever he is, I sincerely doubt he's in the mood for jokes. Nor am I, in fact.
Relax, I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Whoreson first. And Siggy Reuven. Know where I might find them?
I don't know about Whoreson, but Reuven runs a bathhouse. Careful though, he's a dangerous character.
So am I.
I don't doubt it. But Dandelion's not. I beg you to hurry. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
Umarım öğrenebiliriz yani. Çünkü hakla görevi yapacağız ama bir sonraki bölüm diyeceğiz ona çünkü bayağı uzun sürdü bu bölüm yani. Belki dövüşemedik falan ama olsun yani önemli şeyler öğrendik, hikayede ilerledik ve çok güzel oldu bu. Maşallah bayağı da loot bulduk sağ olsun. Ha bu güzel. 11 seviye olduk. Hemen hızlıca sizlerin... Neyse. Bir dahaki bölümde görüşmek dileğiyle Allah'a emanet olun. Bu bölümlük bu kadardı diyelim. Tamam. Bay bay. Takipte kalın gencolar.